Rain pattered against the fogged window of Aloysius's study as he sank into his creaking leather chair, weary eyes scanning the letter again. The broken wax seal bore the mark of Lady Vivian, an eccentric noblewoman who had enlisted his services before to handle delicate matters beyond the law's limits. Her missive implored Aloysius to uncover the fate of her niece, vanished 3 moons past without ransom or motive. The task tempted his curiosity, for youths had been disappearing across the land at an alarming rate. Rumors swirled of a sinister cabal abducting them for profane purposes. Donning his coat and packing his revolver, Aloysius headed into the night toward Vivian's estate. They had been allies long enough for him to know her distress was genuine. She had lost too much family prior to be capable of such deceit. Yet troubling details about her niece's disappearance left Aloysius pondering uncomfortable possibilities. Why no ransom for a noblewoman's child? Why were there no signs of a struggle? The secrets lurking in the shadows of this mystery ran deep indeed. The carriage lumbered through wisps of fog down the forest road. Aloysius gazed out at the swirling mists, feeling he too rode blindly toward the obscured truth he may regret illuminating. But once curiosity sank its claws in him, he knew no respite until answers were wrenched from the darkness. Tonight, that ceaseless drive would either reveal the missing girl's fate or plunge him into an abyss of the unknown. He tightened his grip on his revolver, seeking comfort in its solidity versus the formless threats that lay ahead. The search had begun. Where it led, only the fickle fates knew. The carriage arrived at the crumbling manor of Lady Vivian, itself wreathed in wisps of fog. Inside, Aloysius followed her to the unchanged bedchambers of the missing niece. Sensing Vivian's unease as he rifled through the girl's belongings for clues, Aloysius focused his search. Faint smudges in the dust on the ornate mirror above the wash basin caught his eye. Testing a hunch, he tilted the mirror back to reveal a hidden compartment carved out of the wall behind. Reaching inside, his fingers recognized the cracked leather binding of an ancient tome. Back in his study, Aloysius scrutinized the occult tome's contents by candlelight. Faded ink described profane rituals, otherworldly beings, and concoctions to grant power through twisted means. Such knowledge could only come from a cabal delving into matters men were not meant to know. The implications turned Aloysius's thoughts toward Vivian's niece. Had she been drawn to the forbidden through youthful naivete and curiosity? Seduced by the promise of power? Coerced or corrupted against her will? More questions than answers still remained. But Aloysius now knew for certain a coven was taking the lost youths for their blood, necessary to fuel depraved rites. Proving the niece's involvement meant investigating local nobles rumored to dabble in the dark arts, without provoking their ire. Most troubling was contemplating whether Vivian could accept the likelihood of her only kin embracing the profane. Aloysius had seen truth shatter composure and sanity before when it clashed with desperate hope. This revelation could break Vivian utterly. But the secrets exhumed had to be confronted, no matter how terrible. There was no turning back now from the abyss his investigation had unearthed. The search must go on.